At first glance, special grand juries can seem as mystical as the Order of the Phoenix. So today, let's dispel how special grand juries work in Georgia. My name is Joseph, and this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution in context. Now, if you need more clarification or you just want to read about grand juries, my colleague Tamar Hellerman has a full story on this. It'll be the first link right below that like button. Now, when most people think of a jury, they envision 12 of their peers determining guilt or innocence. However, the grand in grand jury means they're big. They typically have between 16 and 23 people on them, whereas trial juries, like we discussed earlier, have 12 people on them. Moreover, a grand jury does not determine guilt or lack thereof. They exist to determine whether or not there's enough evidence to charge someone with a crime, and for felonies, it is a guarantee under the 5th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. The legal theory is it's a protection against unjust prosecution, so if there's not enough evidence of a crime, a person will not be charged with a crime. Now, regular grand juries have the power to issue indictments or formally charge someone with a crime. They focus on a range of felonies, from murders to kidnappings, but in Georgia, something called a special grand jury has been convened, and they only focus on one case. The special grand jury is looking into former President Donald Trump's behavior as it relates to the 2020 election in Georgia, a huge part of which was the call between Donald Trump and Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. If that sounds interesting to you, there'll be a link to our podcast all about this case right below that like button. Another key difference between grand juries and Georgia special grand juries is their power to indict. A 2014 case involving Kevin Kennerly led to the state rolling back some of the powers of a special grand jury. As a result, Georgia special grand juries cannot issue indictments. Instead, if the special grand jury thinks there's enough evidence to indict, they will recommend charges to prosecutors. It is at this point prosecutors can choose whether or not to follow those recommendations. Now, should they opt to pursue those charges, they will need to represent their case in front of a separate, regular grand jury that has the power to issue those indictments. But like a regular grand jury, special grand juries can't subpoena witnesses to testify. They can also consult with experts and compel the production of documents, emails, and other records. Okay, now that we've gone through grand juries, special grand juries, and what their respective powers are, we want to hear from you. What do you think about this whole grand jury process? And if you want to hear more about that Trump case, let me know in the comment section down below. And hey, while you're down there leaving that carefully worded comment, go ahead and press that subscribe button so you never miss our weekly videos. Press the like button if you like this video. Share with somebody who needs to know the context around special grand juries and grand juries in Georgia. But as always, my name is Joseph, and this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution in context.